for Whitaker. The other one, a really controversial loss to the person who's going to fight Whitaker for the title next, Yoel Romero. Look, Souza's a big middleweight. He's really adapted his striking game to go along with that jiu-jitsu game. That was shown in his last fight just 3 months ago in January, where he knocked out the power-punching Derek Brunson. And the problem here is, while everyone's in love with Kelvin Gastelum because he's only 26 years old, this is a welterweight who just doesn't seem to make weight. He got busted for marijuana before. He's only 5'9", which is extremely short for 185 pounds. And it is shown when he fought elite-level competition. The three toughest guys Kelvin Gastelum fought, Neil Magny, Tyron Woodley, Chris Weidman, he lost all three of those fights. I think he's going to have a lot of problems with the size, the power, the strength of Jacare here, and I have no problem at all laying the $1.40 with Jacare Souza.
It kind of sounds like this is a line that's probably going to keep going up. Do you feel that way?
Well, I'll tell you this. There's some sharp guys that really like Kelvin Gastelum, but the problem for Kelvin Gastelum has become, since he moved up in weight from 170 to 185, and he's so tall for 185 at only 5'9", he really is completely dependent on landing that big right-hand power punch, where in his prime he was fast, he had good footwork, he had great wrestling against guys that were more his own size. Against big guys, he really just tries to not take too much damage and land that one huge right hand. And when he doesn't land that big right hand, we have seen him fail time and time again. I think this is another one of those spots where the size difference comes into play, and you have a guy in Jacare Souza at 38 years old. This is his last shot. He has got to win this fight to get that elusive UFC title shot. I think he's going to be as motivated as ever to do that, and he has the skill set really to stifle. I mean, Chris Weidman stifled Kelvin Gastelum with the ground game. Jacare Souza better on the ground than Chris Weidman. I think you've got to favor the favorite in this one.
You called it the co-main event, but we're certainly talking about the big chalk event of the night, Nunes and Pennington. Is there anything that bettors can do with this fight to get involved with the favorite now minus 800, minus 900, even minus 1,000 at some spots?
No, I actually laid minus 600 a week ago, and what's funny is you could have got minus 600 on Monday afternoon. I mean, this fight was up for 3 weeks because it's been 3 weeks since we had a UFC card. It was Monday afternoon where this thing started to skyrocket, and we saw it go as high as minus 1,400 on the favorite here. Look at Raquel Pennington's on a 4-fight win streak, and her record's still only 95, which means prior to this current 4-fight win streak, she was literally 5-5, a 500 fighter. That's not really someone who's going to dethrone maybe the greatest 135-pound women's champion in the history of the UFC. And the problem for Pennington here, too, is what kind of fight shape is she in? It's been almost 2 years since her last fight. She's had 3 major surgeries and a really terrible ATV accident, which resulted in several more injuries she had to recuperate from. There's just not a lot of buy signals here on the underdog knee. And a lot of times when we're looking to play big dogs, we say, okay, what's their path to victory? Do they have the puncher's chance? Did they get the submission win? I don't see the path to victory here for Rock Pennington. Thus, the current price is too high, so for me, it's got to be a pass.
Make sure to follow Matt Holt on Twitter at Matthew Holt VP. Let's talk about, I guess you can call it, in a sense, the Legends fight on the card. Is this a matter, as Belfort takes on Machida, of determining which guy is less shot at this point? I mean, let's face it, they're both past their prime, and it might be curtains for the loser.
Well, we all know Vitor Belfort already announced he's going to retire after this fight. This is the last fight of his professional fighting career. And this is a guy that, let's face it, the prime of his career was tainted by steroids.
Yep.
He got busted for steroids. He was getting the TRT exemptions for so long. And then after those TRT exemptions were taken away and he wasn't on steroids anymore, we saw this guy's body and ability to compete in the octagon deflate really quickly. So what I was looking for this week, I waited to bet this fight because I said, I want to see Vitor Belfort. Because if the guy's retiring anyway, there's no reason why he might not try to get juiced up one last time for one last hurrah in his home country of Brazil. That's not the case, though. This does not look like the roided-up Vitor Belfort. So for me, I think the value in this fight, because I sure as heck don't want to lay minus 240, minus 250 with a 39-year-old Lyoto Machida either. I think the value in this fight is betting the over 2.5 rounds at a small plus money, because Lyoto Machida, never in his career has he been an aggressive fighter. He's always the counter puncher. He's always waiting. At this point in his career, I don't think Vitor Belfort's an aggressor anymore either, especially especially off the steroids. I think there could be a lot of standing and circling in this fight with two old veterans, and I'm going to take a little shot that this one ends up going the distance at plus money.
So that's not your must-watch fight of the evening. What might be, though, it could be Amanda Cooper and Mackenzie Dern. Now, this one has the potential to be a lot of fun. Cooper, a 2-1 underdog. What's your take on that fight, Matt?
So, look, I wanted to play the underdog here, but I thought this opponent was tailor-made for Mackenzie Dern to look good. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition legend. She's undefeated in her MMA career to start it at 6-0, but barely squeaked by with a split decision in her UFC debut because her striking still leaves a lot to be desired, despite the fact that she's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend. And what's really interesting about Mackenzie Dern is that she actually got kicked out of her gym recently because of her lack of effort, her lack of training prowess. And she had to go to a new gym. Coincidentally, not surprising, she picked weight by almost 8 pounds today, weighing in at almost 123 pounds for her 115-pound fight with Amanda Bobby Cooper. I actually made a small play on the under 2.5 rounds in this fight. Because as we said before, Amanda Bobby Cooper, only 3-3, all 3 losses by submission, plays right into the hands of the submission artist here, Mackenzie Dern. But on the other side, Mackenzie Dern being that much out of shape, you have to figure if she doesn't get that submission early, she's going to gas and she's going to be susceptible to getting finished herself. So I played the under 2.5 rounds. I played it at even money at plus 05. It's starting to get hit pretty heavy by the shelf now. Last I saw that under down to minus 120, minus 125 at this point. But I still like that under because of how badly she missed weight. I think there's also a little bit of value now on Amanda Bobby Cooper at the 2-1 range.
Yeah, that sounds smart to me. And one more on the main event card, the pay-per-view aspect, the Lineker-Kelleher fight, another closely lined fight.
Yeah, I don't like laying more than $2 in UFC with 4-ounce gloves and the fact that you could choke and then, do all the submission holds they could do. There's a ton more upsets in MMA than there ever is in boxing. So I normally don't like to lay big favorites, but I went ahead and laid 220 here with John Lineker. Look, John Lineker is one of the best 135-pound fighters in the world, but he's still only 27 years old. This guy is 11-2 in his last 13 fights, and one of those losses is the current 135-pound champion, T.J. Dillashaw, who Lineker went the distance with. He's never been knocked out in his entire career, so you know he has the chin for it. And he's so short that it's hard to get takedowns on him, which is really Brian Kelleher's only fault. Look, I watched Brian Kelleher's. I didn't want to call some of his wins fluky, but his UFC debut, he's only fought in the UFC 4 times. His UFC debut against Ariel Alcantara, Alcantara actually knocked him down 3 times in the first round. And on the third knockdown, was chasing him to the ground to punch him and finish it, and got caught in a guillotine choke and tapped out. A little bit of a fluky win there for Kelleher. He fought a shot hand brow in his last fight. I'm not a big fan of Kelleher. I think he's a tough guy, but I don't see a path to victory again here in this one. We're talking about 2 guys who've never been stopped, and if you need a comparable fighter, they both fought Marlon Vera in their last 2 fights. John Lineker able to stop and defeat Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera actually able to submit and defeat Brian Kelleher. Again, I don't like laying this kind of price a lot in the UFC, but I think this opponent's tailor-made to make the hands of stone, John Lineker, look good. I went ahead and laid the price.
Nice. Matt Holt here. And at the start of this segment, Dave called you one of the best UFC analysts out there.
I would actually rate Matt at the very top.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anybody better.
Here's the question I have for you. And this, of course, I mean, you know the big fights as well as anyone, but boy, you've been good on the prelims. You got anything you want a little betting tidbit or two you want to mention for our listeners out there?
I got one more prelim that I really like this week. Sean Strickland plus 115 over Celeste Dos Santos. Sean Strickland 19-2, 8 knockouts, won 4 of his last 5 fights, 6-2 in the UFC. Both those losses to top 10 officially ranked UFC opponents in Kamaru Usman and Santiago Ponzinibbio. This is a guy who destroys opponents who are lesser ranked, and this is the case here as we get an unranked Celeste Dos Santos. This is a Brazilian guy who came into the UFC with all this fanfare as being this huge power puncher. He had 16 wins, 12 of them by knockout when he came into the UFC. His last 3 fights in the UFC that he won, all by decision. Not surprising. A lot of these guys fighting regional promotions, have all these knockouts, come to the UFC. It's not so easy anymore. That's been the case for Dos Santos. Sean Strickland's been out of it for a little while. Another one of these cases where we're seeing a guy maybe not as active lately, people tend to forget how good he is. Steele's wins over Alex Garcia, who trains at George St. Pierre, and Court McGee, and you're getting a plus money win. I made my numbers. I made Sean Strickland minus 160. You can get plus 115. That's what I did, and that's my favorite play on the prelim.
Nice. Sounds good. Hey, make sure and follow Matt on Twitter at Matthew Holt VP. Exciting news coming down the road. Matt, thanks for taking a little time to break down this card. I feel confident in making my bets now. I'm going to get out there and have some action on this weekend, and hope you're got some winners. And when's the next big fishing day with your son? You going to go catch some gigantic carp?
Yeah, hopefully this weekend. Maybe we can sneak out on Mother's Day before, maybe the girls can go get their nails done, and me and the boys sneak out to the lake.
Yeah, then make her cook it for Mother's Day. What the heck? Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, bud.
Thanks, guys. Best of luck this weekend. Take care.
Matt does an amazing job on UFC. I mean, he's well-versed in every sport. It doesn't matter what sport you talk to him. But that's why he's top odds maker. You have to be. But, man, he knows the UFC.
Sure, to hear him break down a fight, it gives you, as you mentioned, gives you confidence to go to the betting window.
I'm betting Strickland. I don't even know who the guy is, but I'm betting him.
Plus money.
Why not?
While it lasts.
Probably won't be plus money for long. Matt does have a rather substantial following. We'll come back. We will get to our Joe's Angle of the Day, and then we'll preview tonight's Cavs-Celtics matchup.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
Gambler's Bonus keeps paying more. Just ask Vincent, who won over $7,500 on April 8th when he hit 4 sixes to fill his free Gambler's Bonus 4-of-a-kind bingo card. Vincent got paid thousands more, and so can you, by playing with Gambler's Bonus. It's why you play the game.
If you owe back taxes, there's a lot you need to know, starting with rule number 1. Don't mess with the IRS. They are cracking down this year by sending out heart-stopping letters actively garnishing paychecks, levying bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. That's all true. But it's also true there's a way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative, an important government program for tax debt assistance. It's one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered, so now's the time. You could qualify for a tax settlement that saves you thousands, even tens of thousands. Nobody knows this program like the award-winning experts at Optima Tax Relief. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and will work to get you the best deal possible. Don't mess with the IRS. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
We're here with Chuck, founder of Dollar Loan Center. Chuck, I was at one of your locations the other day, and they were busy.
You said it. Business is booming right now, and we're really growing in Nevada. In fact, we could really use some superstars to join our team just to help keep up with the demand.
So you're hiring?
Yes, we are.
What's it like to work for DLC?
We've been around for 20 years, and we're just a cool company to work for. The starting pay is great. We have awesome benefits with health, dental, vision, and we have some great bonus opportunities. One of the best parts is we offer paid time off, and you don't have to work on Sundays. It's a fun rock and roll environment, and if you're bilingual, hey, that's a huge plus with Dollar Loan Center. You can swing by any of our locations and pick up an app, or make it easy. Just jump on your computer, go to don'tbebroke.com/jobs, and you can apply right now.
Thanks, Chuck. Dollar Loan Center is ready to interview you right now and is paid training ready to start immediately. Great jobs, great pay, awesome benefits. Apply online today at don'tbebroke.com/jobs.
Dollar Loan Center is an equal opportunity employer. Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet the normal loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Mayweather Promotions returns to Samstown Live to bring you an action-packed night of boxing. Friday, May 11th, former world champion Ishe Smith versus Tony Harrison, while top contender Andrew Tabiti takes on Latif Coyote in the co-main event. And an exciting bout featuring Eric Bonet versus Cameron Crayell. Friday, May 11th at Samstown Live. Get your tickets on SamstownLV.com or bring a minimum of 5 new school supplies to receive a general admission ticket while they last.
See what can happen at Chapman?
Do you know the most important document you can have when shopping for a car?
See what can happen.
It's the dealer invoice, and we're revealing them all for you to see at Chapman.
See what can happen?
All this week, Chapman Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram will post each new vehicle's dealer invoice right on our wall. That way, you'll see exactly what we paid before you start to make your deal. Then we'll sweeten that deal with up to $15,000 off and 0% interest for 72 months. That's free money for 6 years on all new Dodges, Chryslers, Jeeps, and Rams. Don't worry about past credit hiccups Chapman's For the People credit approval process will find a way to finance you. Stop by the Chapman dealership nearest you.
See what can happen at